Hi Atari friends. In a previous video I already demonstrate this computer, this upgraded computer that has several upgrades inside, and for those who haven't seen this video yet, let me just do a quick review of what's inside this machine. Inside it we have the Rapidus upgrade. We have the VBXE that is connected right now to this monitor through a SCART connector. We have the dual POKI for stereo that outputs stereo audio, and we have the ultimate 1 megabyte. And in the previous video I showed how fast this computer can run existing Atari games. Well, in this video I would like to show you something else, and let me just close this machine. I would like to show you a ZX Spectrum emulator that was written by Konrad Kokotswich. I hope I pronounced his name correctly, also known as Drac030 on the Atari Age site. So I have the emulator already copied onto the Side 2 cartridge here. So let me just change to drive 3 where the partition of the side cartridge is there, and I'm going to load the ZX emulator. That's a software that will emulate the ZX Spectrum machine and will allow me to run ZX Spectrum files, which are tape images or computer snapshots. So let's load the emulator. Sorry, wrong file. So it's loading the emulator and it's automatically detecting the dual POKI. That went very fast. It detected the POKI, it detected the Rapidus, and it detected the VBXE. If I will just go to the Rapidus menu very quickly, you can see that right now I'm operating in the Rapidus emulation speed. So right now this computer is operated on the 65816 CPU running at 14 megahertz. And if I will go, let me just exit here. If I will go very quickly to the side, to the ultimate cartridge, you can see that I'm using the full ultimate memory, which is 1 megabyte of RAM. And I will explain why you need 1 megabyte of RAM in a moment. So let's go exit the ultimate menu. Just exit. And let's load Okay, so now we are loading the ZX emulator, and it's called Let's Emu. It's the latest version, 0.94, and it allows me to load ZX files. So I'm just going to load a file. Just push the letter L, and let's load the Golden X tape image. That is ZX Spectrum Golden X game. So it's very quickly loaded off this cartridge. I can also load it through a file through the SIO to PC and store those files on my PC computer. And after I load them, basically what it is, I loaded the tape image into the extended memory of the Atari computer. So now the emulator will address the extended memory and will emulate the ZX. So I'm just going to push the letter G, go ZX. And now I booted, switched the Atari, and now the Atari emulated a ZX 48K computer. So as all ZX, to load a tape, you just push the letter J and then Control double P just to load the tape. Yeah, and we just started, and we are now playing a ZX Spectrum game on the Atari 8-bit computer. Let's do Infinite Life. And you can see that the emulator also emulates the Spectrum music through the dual pokey. Okay, and let's use the joystick and let's start the game. See how it plays. I'm going to use let's try number 4. Let's try this character. I can switch. Let's this one. It's easier. There's no need for player number 2. If player number 2 wants to join, you can just join with the keyboard. Up, down, left, right, and fire, and magic. Okay, so let's play. Let's start with 1 player. Okay, so that's me. Just using the joystick to play the game. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I guess I'm not such a very good player here. Let's try to take another life here. Oh, they're nasty. Well, I have infinite life, so let me just get rid of this dude here. Let's move on. I think I should get some. Oh, he's moving fast. Now I should get a dragon here. Yes, if I can get a dragon. Okay. Yeah, so it's a full play game. You can just go to more giants here, go through all the level of the original Golden Axe game. Okay, so when you want to when you exit the game through the emulator, just push start. You go back to the emulator. We can just clear the memory, and let's load another game. Let's load Last Ninja 2. Click G, and again same routine J, Control, double P. Let's try playing. Okay, so that's the. Well, I haven't played this game back in the days because this game did not exist to the Atari computer, so I'm not quite sure what I need to do here. And I'm guessing I have to go somewhere. Oh, you can jump. You can fight. How you fight? Oh, this is how you fight, alright. Okay, something happens here. You can see his life spanned. Okay, so I got rid of that dude here. And I haven't really played that game, so I really don't know what to do with it, but I remember reading a lot about it back in the days. And I was just so upset that this game was never, did not exist on the Atari computer. Anyway, let's try another game. Let's clear the memory. And we can try Batman. Batman Caped Crusader. Okay, I remember seeing that game over at friends. It's sort of like a cartoon game. So, yeah, I'm Batman. Can pick up stuff here. Take. Oh, so. I like the way the screens are open. Anyway, yeah, another game. Let's try another one. You also have Indiana Jones here. Yeah, and if you push the help key, you can actually see all these Spectrum keys that are being emulated by the Atari. So this is actually how the Spectrum 48K keyboard looks like. By pushing one of those keys, you just react like the Spectrum key. So that's another Indiana Jones game. It's angry on me, why? Oh, I have a ladder here. Let's try climb. Oh, I have a whip. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. No. Anyway, that's the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. One of my favorite games are text adventure games, and the game Hobbit were never released for the Atari computer. I remember playing back in the days almost every adventure game that I could find. By reading on a magazine there is a game that is called The Hobbit. I was a little bit upset it was never released for the Atari computer. Well, I can play the Hobbit game right now on the Atari computer. Nice. Go west. Cannot go west. Go east. Cannot go east. Well, that's typical. Anyway, let's try another. We have Eric the Viking. Another level 9 adventure game. So ZAD is a snapshot of a Commodore image, so you can go just directly into the game, and probably here we can go west. The road is blocked. Go north. Also road is blocked. Go east. Road is blocked, so don't go east. All right. Anyway, nice. You can go down. Go down. So yeah, we can play Eric the Viking text adventure game. That's nice. So what else do we have here? First, I have here more files. No, it's all directory is empty. Why is that? Yeah, it should be there. Probably the SIO2 PC lost the directories of all the yeah, it did. I can just mount back the directories with all the files. And I can load more files for my computer here, like Manic Miner, Jet Set Wheelie, and so forth and so forth. Let's try and end this short video with a demo. So I'm going to have my Atari running and emulating a Spectrum, running a demo. For the demo. Scrolling backwards. Yeah. Can't read that. Anyway, that's the emulator, ZX Spectrum emulator. Atari can run ZX Spectrum games and play ZX Spectrum games on an Atari 8-bit. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, enjoy your Atari. Now, to this monitor through a SCART connector, we have the dual Pokey for stereo that outputs stereo audio, and we have the Ultimate 1 megabyte. And in the previous video, I showed how fast this computer can run existing Atari games. Well, in this video, I would like to show you something else. And let me just close this machine. I would like to show you a ZX Spectrum emulator. This was written by Konrad Kokotswich. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. Also known as Drac030 on the Atari Age site. So I have the emulator already copied onto the Side 2 cartridge here. So let me just change to drive 3 where the partition of the side cartridge is there. And I'm going to load. Hi Atari friends. In a previous video I already demonstrate this computer, this upgraded computer that has several upgrades inside. And for those who haven't seen this video yet, let me just do a quick review of what's inside this machine. Inside it, we have the Rapidus upgrade. We have the VBXE that is connected right now. So it's loading the emulator and it's automatically detecting the dual pokey. That went very fast. It detected the pokey, it detected the Rapidus, and it detected the VBXE. If I will just go to the Rapidus menu very quickly, you can see that right now I'm operating in the Rapidus emulation speed. So right now this computer is operated on the 65816C, the ZX emulator. That's a software that will emulate the ZX Spectrum machine and will allow me to run ZX Spectrum files, which are tape images or computer snapshots. So let's load the emulator. Oh, sorry, wrong file.